and welcome back to my channel, and in this video we will be explaining the macroeconomics chapter number 3, which is measurement of national income. In the earlier videos we talked about the national income and their aggregates, and now in this video we will be calculating different methods of national income. So there are three methods of calculating national income, which are: first is value added method, second is the income method, and third is the expenditure method. Now in this video we will be talking solely on the value added method. Under the value added method, the different production phases which are in the circular flow. Now, value added of all the producing enterprises within the domestic territory of a country in a year is equal to the gross domestic product at the market price. That means value added is known as gross value added at the market price, and gross value added at the market price is known as, it is equal to gross domestic product at the market price. Domestic territory means the domestic product, so it will be the gross domestic product at the market price. Now, value added of all those producing enterprises which are involved in producing a commodity. Now, we are going to calculate value added. So value added is equal to the value of output minus the intermediate consumption. That means we are going to subtract intermediate consumption from the value of output to find out the value added. Now, what is value of output? Value of output means the selling price. That means sale plus the change in stock. Now, what is change in stock? Change in stock means closing stock minus the opening stock. But if sale is not given and somehow domestic sale is given, then what we will do? Then value of output will be domestic sale plus the export plus the export means the commodities which we are selling to other countries. Domestic sale plus export plus the change in stock. So this, when we sum up these three, we get the value of output. Now, what is intermediate consumption? Intermediate consumption, this is nothing but the raw material. This is the non-factor inputs, which includes the raw materials, fuel. Intermediate consumption is the raw materials which the enterprise is purchasing to produce a final product, to produce a final output. Now, intermediate consumption is domestic consumption plus the commodity is a product which we are purchasing from outside the country, which we are purchasing from the other countries. So domestic consumption plus the imports come out the intermediate consumption. When we plus domestic consumption plus imports, we get the intermediate consumption. Value of output we have already understood. So value added is value of output minus intermediate consumption. Now I will be explaining you with the help of the example. I have told you under the value added method the different production phases. Now, what are those production phases? Suppose phase 1 includes the farmer and he is producing wheat. Which output he is producing? He is producing wheat. At what price? At 500 value of output he is producing wheat. Now, the intermediate consumption is the raw materials. He did not buy anything. So, intermediate consumption comes to 0, and value added is value of output minus intermediate consumption, that is 500 minus 0 comes the 500 in the value added under phase 1 farm. Now phase 2 comes the miller. Now miller has to purchase the wheat from the farmer to convert wheat into flour. So miller will be producing flour. For that he has to purchase the wheat which is of 500. So that means for the miller, intermediate consumption is wheat which comes of 500. So 500 comes under the intermediate consumption of the miller. Now how we calculate value added under the phase 2? That means the value of output minus intermediate consumption. 700 minus 500 comes 200 under the value added of phase 2 miller. Now we are going to talk about the phase 3, which is baker. Now a baker has to make cake, he has to bake biscuits, he has to bake cookies. A baker has to purchase the flour from the miller, only then he will be able to bake the cake or the biscuits. So what he will do? A baker will sell the output at ₹1,000. Now intermediate consumption under the baker is the example, the flour over here. So the baker has purchased the flour from the miller which was of 700. So 700 comes under the intermediate consumption of the baker. Now 1000 minus 700, which is 300, comes under the value added. So I will be explaining you two different methods as to how we can calculate value added. There is a problem of double counting under the value added method. That means double counting is what? That means there are two methods with the help of which we can calculate the gross value added at the market price. First is the final output method and second is the value added method. Now let's talk about the final output method. The final output method is the value at which the final commodity has been sold in the market. The value at which the final good has been sold in the market. So which is the final good? A baker is the phase 3rd which produce cake, biscuits. So the final output at which the commodity has been sold. So value of output is 1000 over here. So this is the gross value added at market price, or this is the gross domestic product at the market price. So 1000 comes the gross value added at the market price. Why? Final output means the value at which the final good has been sold in the market. Let me tell you that always the value of final goods are added to estimate the value of national income. To determine national income, only the value of final goods are added, not the intermediate goods. Second is the value added method. We are going to add up these values of different producing enterprises to find out the gross value added at the market price. 500 plus 200 plus 300. So 500 comes under the phase of production of the farmer. 200 is the phase of production of the miller. 300 is the phase of production of the baker. So when we add up these amount, we get 1000, which is the gross value added at the market price. So there are two methods which I have told you. First is the final output method. Second is the value added method. Always remember, only one method has to be chosen. You have to choose only one method for calculating the gross value added at the market price. Only one method has to be chosen for calculating gross domestic product at the market price. You cannot do by both the methods. Otherwise, there is a problem of double counting. So to come out of this problem, what you have to do, you have to choose only one method, either the value added method or the final output method. Price at which the final good has been sold, which is 1000. So this is the gross value added at the market price. Now, every enterprise add up the cost of the intermediate good in their value of output, so that with the help of which we can calculate value added. Right, now we have found gross domestic product at the market price. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the national income, means net national product at the factor cost, which is equal to what is given, gross domestic product at the market price. Now how we can calculate NNPFC? Net, gross is given, we have to find out net. So gross minus depreciation, we get the net. Then we have to find out national. So domestic plus NFIA, we will get national. Then P is same. FC, we have to find out market price is given. So market price minus the NIT, that is net indirect tax, and we will get the factor cost. This is the method with the help of which we can calculate the national income. I hope you have understood this method nicely. Here I have come up with the numerical so that you can have a better understanding of the value added method. Now the numerical is given in which there are two firms, firm A and firm B. We have to find out the value added by firm, both by firm A and B, and the gross domestic product at the factor cost. Now sale of firm A is given, sale of firm B is given, purchase from firm B by firm A is given, opposite is given, then closing stock and opening stock of both A and B is given, then the indirect tax paid by both the firm is given. Now from where we have to start? Obviously from the value added. I've written the formula value added, which means gross domestic product at the market price is given, which is value of output minus intermediate consumption. So value of output is, which formula? Value of output is the sale plus the change in stock. So we'll start from here. Value of output is sale plus change in stock. Now we have to calculate the value of output of firm A first. Sale of firm A is 100. This is the value is given in the crores, right? Plus change in stock means closing stock minus opening stock. Closing stock of firm A is 20. Opening stock of firm A is 25. So closing minus opening, that means 20 minus 25. 20 minus 25. 100 minus 5. 20 minus 25 is minus 5. That means 95 comes the value of output, right? Then the intermediate consumption is the how much raw materials we have purchased. So firm A has purchased how much? Here this is written, purchase from firm B by firm A. That means they are saying firm A has purchased 40 crores from firm B. So the intermediate consumption of firm A will be 40. Now we have to find out the value added, which means 95 minus 40. Well, okay. 55 comes out. This is the value added of firm A. Now value added of firm B. कैसे calculate करेंगे? With the same method. Value added of firm B will be, value of output is the sale of firm B. Sale of firm B is 200 plus change in stock is, change in stock of firm B is 35 minus 45. 35 minus 45. Now we are doing this formula directly. Then we have the minus intermediate consumption. Minus intermediate consumption is the purchasing of the raw material. So purchase from firm A by firm B. That means the firm B has purchased 60 crore from firm A. So we'll write 60 minus. Now 200 plus 35 minus 45 is minus 10. and then minus 60. So 200 minus 70 is the 130. So value added under firm B is 130. Now we'll add up this to find out the gross domestic product at the market price. Gross domestic product at the market price, which is equal to this plus this. So 130 plus 55 come out to be 185. Second formula which we have to calculate is the gross domestic product at the factor cost. But this is at the market price, so how will do? GDP FC is equal to what is given? GDP MP. Now factor cost we have to calculate, market price is given. So market price minus NIT will get the factor cost. So 185 minus the indirect tax paid by both the firms is 30. So which is the answer? 5, and 1. 155 is the GDP FC. Hope you have understood this numerical. This is how the numericals will be coming in the exam. If we have understood the concept, we are easily able to do and solve the numericals. So first method of calculating national income is understood by you all. Now the income method we'll be doing in the next class. I hope the video was helpful. Thank you so much, and do let your friends know about the channel. Thank you so much, and bye bye. Take care.